Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Yo.
What's up?
What's up, yo? Do people still say that? Do they still say, like, what's up, yo?
Probably not. I don't think so.
What was your go-to, Chris, like, growing up? What was the great... Hold on, there was a hair on the headphone. What was your, like, what was
classic. I was like, what's up?
Is that, what started that? Wasn't that the Budweiser frogs? Like, what's up?
Yeah, it was.
And remember they used to go Budweiser.
Yeah.
That was a big deal back in the day. All right, here we go. Welcome in, episode number 218. And we know that you can't wait to be with us here on a Thankful Thursday. Thanks for joining us, as always. This is your show, Huntsville. We love the interaction, so let us know that you're out there this morning, what you're thankful for as you're waking up here. Beautiful day here in Huntsville, Texas. I think it's going to get up into the upper 60s. Okay, full disclaimer, I'm making up the weather right now. I did not look at the weather this morning. I'm going to say right now, what would you say the degrees is? I'm going to say 59.
I'm going to go lower, 55.
55. I say 59. What do you think the forecast is today? I'm going to say mostly sunny, high of 74.
That sounds about right. It got pretty warm yesterday. So is there? But it's kind of chilly out there this morning.
What did I say? 59, and you said
54, 55.
And I said 59. Was that right? All right, let's go check it. Here we go. This is just a moment of truth because I just had to give a full disclaimer. I was making up the weather this morning. One day I said it's going to be beautiful today, and then I checked the forecast, and it was like 80% chance of rain in the afternoon.
I forgot to check too, so I need to.
All right, here we go. We're pulling up the weather. This is how we're going to start the show this morning. Oh, 65 out there right now. And I said mostly sunny. And what did I say? Mostly
sunny?
It's
chillier than that. It
does, right. Mostly sunny and 74 was what I said, right?
It's probably going to be hot today.
Man, look at that. Decreasing clouds. See, they got me on the decreasing clouds because it is a little cloudy this morning. Decreasing clouds, a high of 82.
Ooh.
We got a little cool front pushing
it's going to be warm today.
There's a little front that's pushing through. And for yesterday in like San Angelo, man, it was in the mid-80s, which was crazy this time of the year. But a lot of times when those fronts come in from the west to the east, ahead of the front, it gets a little warm.
Right.
Pushing all that hot air out. And so today, 82. Tonight, though, clear and 53. And then tomorrow's going to be picture perfect. Completely sunny, 71. I've always said, though, like the perfect day is sunny and 68.
Yeah, that's it. Like AC outside.
But I'll take sunny and 71 any day. And then, I mean, the rest of this week, just look at Saturday. Sunny and 75.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
Sunday, upper 70s, remain sunny. In fact, as we go through the rest of the forecast from the National Weather Service, clouds will return Sunday night. And then it'll be sunny Monday. And then as you go through the rest of the week, starting out next week, mostly cloudy. But, I mean, we're not going to get into the upper 70s, low 80s is what it's going to be for the most part.
What site do you use for weather? What is that?
Weather.gov.
Oh, okay.
I trust it's the National Weather Service, man. Like I go to the KHOU and those dudes.
That's what I use. Doppler. That's what I use.
And they're all right. But here's the deal. This is like straight from the source.
True.
It's like if you have siblings and you want to get something from your parents, you don't go through your brother. You go straight to daddy.
But I always heard Doppler was like the top of the weather.
Like the KHOU, whatever it is?
Yeah, the Doppler was the most advanced thing that picks up,
all the stuff. Well,
yeah.
All that I know.
That's what I've heard, but who knows?
This is going straight to daddy.
That's the government right there, so yeah.
This is like people, like when you need something and you need to pray about it, you just go straight to daddy. You go straight to Jesus, man. I'm not comparing the weather service, obviously, to Jesus, but I'm saying I'm going straight to the folks who dish it out, man. National Weather Service. In fact, I reached out to these guys. It's from the Houston Galveston Forecast Office, and I wanted them to come on the show sometime, and they have agreed. So we're going to get a meteorologist on the show sometime to talk about how they forecast weather in this area.
All right.
And so we're going to have them on hopefully here in the next month or two. They do these really cool Skywarn training classes, too, and I know that we have them here in Walker County. Bill Doggett, if you're joining this morning, I'm sure you can probably shed some light on this, but the Skywarn classes are really cool, Chris, because they teach you how to spot thunderstorms, how to spot hail, how to measure hail, how to report severe weather. And those trained volunteer Skywarn spotters, I'm not talking about tornado chasers, but trained spotters really do assist the National Weather Service during times of severe weather. And I went to a couple of those trainings back in the day in Central Texas. One of them was in Hutto, Texas, and one of them was in Weir, Texas. And it was really cool. Like, it was eye-opening just to go hang out for 2 hours. And I'm not like, I used to be a weather nerd, but I thought it was cool. And so we went and learned more about thunderstorms. It was like, even if you're not interested.
Remember that bad storm we had, what was it, 2 weekends ago? A weekend
that Sunday morning? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, so what was going on where you were at, man? Because that was like bad area where you were at.
Well, I was in Houston, so
you weren't back in Alaska.
I was watching from over there, but I was staying in touch with my folks, and they said it was just really windy and pretty dark and cloudy, but pretty much that's it. They had some hard rain for about 30 minutes. They said real hard, and they didn't get any hail or anything, but I heard it touched down in Huntsville though, because it was coming from this area going towards.
There was like
Livingston, North Lake Livingston?
I think there was like some straight line winds. You know, when we had that system that came through here, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, the tornado." It was not a tornado. The National Weather Service came out and said it was straight line winds. This was when when downtown over here off 11th, I mean, the power poles and everything were tore down. It was just really ferocious winds.
Well, they had like gusts of 60 plus.
Yeah. So the one that hit out here that Sunday morning, there was an actual storm spotter spotted a tornado on the ground. And so this is like the weather nerd of me coming out. So when a tornado warning is issued, there's either one or two things that's going to happen. The one thing is they're going to indicate rotation on the Doppler radar. So that's the radar that picks up all of this. And if they see the rotation in there, they're gonna issue a tornado warning. Doesn't mean that one's on the ground. The other way they'll issue, if a trained spotter, Skywarn, there you go. So you could be a trained spotter. And so you call in the weather service, say, hey, I'm a trained Skywarn spotter, and there is a funnel cloud.
A funnel cloud, yeah.
Or there's a tornado, and at that moment they will issue a tornado warning based on that evidence too.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because some people are still like, man, I've educated Bridget on this because like a tornado watch means, or even a severe thunderstorm watch. A watch just simply means conditions are favorable.
Right.
That the atmospheric conditions are just right to see something happen. Either it's winter weather, it's icing, or it's severe weather, tornadoes. And the Weather Channel does something really cool. They call it a Torcon index. And it's all their math and their scientists. I don't know anything about all that, but they actually predict on a scale of like 1 to 10 or 1 to 5, like what the probability of a tornado happening within 100 miles of where you're at is. And it's kind of cool. It's never 100% accurate, obviously, but those warnings have gotten a lot better. But a warning means that there is something imminent. It's in your area. It's close to you, and that's when you really need to take shelter. A watch means be prepared.
Right.
A warning means okay, it's time for real. Like get in the cellar. Although no one here really has a cellar, but it's get to the lowest building. That Sunday, Chris, when all this was happening, we got an alert, just kind of like you get those Amber alerts.
Right.
We got an alert on our phone, and it said a tornado warning in your area. And we were in the driveway. I looked on the Doppler radar. You got to be careful because the radar is usually about 5 minutes behind. So what you see,
I got you.
Yeah, because the internet and all that.
Sense.
So
right.
what you see on your phone is kind of 5 minutes in the past. And so I told Bridget, I said the safest place for us to be is not in this house. It's at church.
That's probably why they do that little, kind
of the cone,
that cone looking thing that kind of stretches out,
and it shows you where it's going to be. And
right,
when, yeah,
right. For that, yeah. That makes sense.
So I told Bridget, I said, we gotta go. And we were already loaded up. I was like, I'm not going to stay in the house. I looked at the radar, looked at a few things, and I said, that's going to be here in probably about 20 minutes. I said, we got time. Let's just get to church. Because to me, the church is the safest building. I mean, this church over here at First Baptist, we've got like a lower area.
Right.
It's multiple stories. Now, the sanctuary wouldn't be a good place to be, but the other building that's tied in, I just said this is going to be a lot safer than being in our house. And so we got there, and literally as soon as we pulled in, got the car parked, and we got out and got the kids out, I mean, 2 minutes later that thing hit. And it was hail. There was hail here. It was hitting the windows,
I
but
heard
it was
there was
small.
hail here. We didn't get any over there in Alaska, that's what my folks said. But I heard there was some hail over here, yeah.
You know what
they said it was like pretty big, too, like marble size hail.
You know what roofers say during severe thunderstorms when it starts hailing?
Thank goodness.
They say hail yes. I'm not swearing. It's HAIL. They say hail yes. That's why I enunciate the ale.
Brother lives in Oklahoma City, and he has one of those. I don't know what it is. Something in his garage.
He's got the storm shelter.
Yeah, he's got the storm shelter.
It's like the metal one that you roll back, you get in, and
it's like a room. I mean, it's a pretty. He said it's like a couple of feet of concrete, but it can hold people up to like 72 hours or something. I don't know. He paid a lot of money. It wasn't cheap. But it's like bolted into the foundation, so it's not going anywhere.
This was crazy.
It's not underground. It's in his garage.
I'm going to try to find this. This was, man.
They're pretty popular out there, though. A lot of people get them.
I'm going to try to find something real quick just because we're on this, and then we'll get it.
Over there around this time of year, they get tornadoes all the time, and he just got tired of driving over to his mother-in-law's. She was like 10 minutes down the street, and he just said, I'm tired of driving over there in the middle of storms, and so he got one put in. I
wanted to show this, yeah, and that's in Oklahoma. It's a very serious thing. You said he's in Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm. City, yeah.
So this was we were up in Moore, Oklahoma back in 2013, And I'm going to show this video. Now, this isn't our video. I don't want to.
He was in that tornado. His old neighborhood. He didn't live there anymore. They were in Midwest City, and it just got tore to shreds. I mean, it looked like not even a bomb went off. I mean, I couldn't even I was there like a week and a half later because he was getting married, and I just couldn't believe the destruction. I mean, cars were just tossed around everywhere, half cars, and it was unbelievable.
This is what it looks like from inside one of those shelters.
Way, but eventually we saw the debris cloud, and we knew we had to get in the shelter. We ran straight here, piled everybody in. I was one of the people that were closest to the door, and I managed to get a pretty good angle through this hole right here.
Man, you think about that. And this was the one in Moore. This is from the Telegraph UK. I'm not trying to rip their content. We're just showing it here.
Because I've never been in a tornado before.
They just happen to have a shelter in that one. That's good.
Yeah, most of them in Oklahoma have got that now.
Is like pretty decent, and then you look one street over, and it's just demolished. And
yeah, that's how his neighborhood was.
And windows and parts of the houses are just gone.
Be scary.
That is just terrifying.
They're 19, and 19-year-olds sometimes do stupid things, and had Mom been home, they most definitely would not have got this footage.
There you go. Straight from Mama right there. But yeah, it was there was more to that video. That was just a little clip from YouTube that we found from the Telegraph in the UK. But that was, I think, back in, we're talking 2013. But yeah, that morning we got over there and got to the church, and we were thankful. And I was thinking of you because your folks are in Alaska, and I know, were you there whenever that tornado hit? What was that, like 4 years ago? One of them hit on Alaska?
I heard about it. It was real bad. In fact, I talked to a guy, and he said he got sucked out, almost out of his house, almost like his wife had to like catch him. Bring him back in because he was starting to they were in like a middle room or closet or something. I can't remember what she said. But she said her husband was like almost sucked out.
Yeah, scary, man. Well, we are here again. Welcome in episode 218 as we get rolling here on a Thankful Thursday. Let us know that you're out there as always. We got a lot of comments coming in. We're going to get to those in just a few moments. We'll continue to uplift and talk about the good happening here in our community. We like to share stories though, and sometimes it's nothing related to Huntsville. We just like to talk and share our thoughts with you this morning. We provide a little inspiration on this show, so maybe there's new folks joining us. We wouldn't be able to bring you this show each and every weekday starting at 7:30 a.m. without our great friend Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers. You can find out more information online for all of your jewelry needs here in Huntsville and throughout Walker County at elliotsjewelers.com. Big thank you as well to Paul Oley of The Gallery for all your custom framing, photography, and more. Paul Oley's the guy. He's here in Huntsville. He'll take great care of you. And, of course, on a Thankful Thursday, no way we could bring you this show without one of our wonderful Foundation 5 sponsors, our great friends from the Color Bar. Every week, except the first Thursday of the month, we have an employee from the Color Bar, stylist. And today it is Mr. Chris Rangel joining us.
Yep.
And he makes the trek in from Alaska. So you got to get up just a little. It's a little bit better, though. Instead of 7, it's 7:30 now. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, it's still a little daylight when I'm driving now.
Well, the cool thing about Chris, if you go to the Color Bar here in Huntsville, Chris is serious. All the stylists are serious about what they do, but Chris has the full decor going on. Man, you've got like the apron, man, with it's like the barber apron. You don't see many people with those anymore, man. Like the one that you have.
Yeah, I got a nice shirt and a nice outfit on. I'm trying to keep it clean.
Yeah, man. So
I'm a pretty messy
like
stylist. So
hey, Chris, look, and here's the thing too, and I always encourage people about this. Maybe there's guys that are watching this morning. Guys, you can get your hair cut there too. I go every other month to the Color Bar to get my hair cut. In fact, I decided I was in Conroe, and so I let Gayla cut on my hair last time. This was last month that we went through Conroe. We had to use a little gift card we got from our friend Ed Watto. We went over to Saltgrass, Bridget and I. And I said, since we're over here, let's roll by the Color Bar Conroe because I hadn't been there yet.
It's a beautiful salon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice, man.
It's really nice in there.
When I saw that one in Conroe, Chris, I said, man, this could be like a franchise model now. But I think Justin wants to keep them all in-house. Maybe if there was someone out there that threw down like $500,000, he'd be like, okay, I'll let you buy in.
Money talks.
Yeah, I may buy into that if I had that kind of money. But it was cool, though, and to see that and just the professionalism. And it felt the same as in Huntsville, and that's what's so important. Right. You want to have that. You guys talk about the experience all the time. Speaking of experience, sales are going on right now. I know there's some product sales, and if you go into the Color Bar, you can find out more information on that.
Yep. We have a good sale going on right now. We're moving some product out to move some other product in. So trying to make some space and got some good sales going.
Orbe is the product, one of the products of choice that you guys have. I used to say Orbi. Justin corrected me very quickly. It's called Orbe. I said Orbi.
Well, I used to say Oriba, like, Oriba.
No. And then there was, what was the other one that I messed up on the commercial? There was Orbe. Oh, there was 2 of them in that commercial that I messed up so bad. And Justin was like, "Can you fix that, man?" I was like, "Yeah," and I finally got it fixed. It was Bellamy. Is that it? Am I saying Bellamy?
Bellamy.
Yeah, see, I got it wrong again. Because I said Bellamy. He's like, Bellamy? We ain't selling meat here because that sounded like a meat. It's Bellamy. And then I was saying Bellamy. So
there used to be some good commercials back in the day.
Yeah, see, Tara Burnett's joining us, and she said, it's
Bellamy.
Bellamy. So that's it. But I was saying Bellamy and Bellamy. I didn't know what I was saying, man. Oh, well, let's take a break real quick because I know here lately we've been going kind of late. So we're going to go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we're going to get to some of your comments. We're going to highlight some great things happening here in Huntsville. I do want to let you know today, I'm trying to think of what I can give away today, Chris. You know what I feel like giving away today? I have a Klein card. It is a discount card. Many, many businesses are on the Klein card now, and we appreciate Paula and Andrew Klein. And I'm going to show you real quick. Let me pull up their website. I know many of you are joining us on Spirit Radio FM as well, but if you go to kleincard.com, you can see the full list of everything that they have. I'm going to show it here, though, on our stream for those of you that are on the social feeds this morning. So check out all of these discounts that you can get at the Klein card. If you go over here to list of savings, they have every single thing. Man, look at this scroll bar, dude. Look how little that is. That means it's really long, right? 3 Spoons Yogurt, AIM Agencies, Bar Logo, Benny J's Smoke Pit. These are all discounts that you can get. By the way, the card's only $25.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that. Okay.
We offer a $25. If you have a Klein card once per year, we'll give you $25 off any advertising package. So right away, you're already paying for the card, right? The Color Bar does the same thing. $25 off your first cut. Right away, the card is paid for itself. Cabins and more. Look at that, $50 off.
I was just looking at that.
You're making money.
Yeah.
Carbonero, CC's Clean. Look at all these places. City Hall. I didn't know they had that. 10% off. This is all through the Klein card. There's your $25 off. Color Bar Hair Salon. Also, Brittany over at the Color Bar Tanning Salon. Different business. Now, Justin used to own that. Sold it to Brittany, and they've done a great job with it as well. But the Color Bar Tanning Salon, $10 off your monthly membership. Man, that's pretty crazy. $10 off your monthly. Think about if you're there for a year. That's $120 back in your pocket, brother. Right. Come on, man. Get down there and get the rest of that, Chris.
I'm going to give you one.
Get the rest of that, man. The Crooked Crown. Look at the Daisy's Diner. That's out there in Riverside, man.
Oh, okay.
Down over in Riverside, right. Daisy's Diner. We need to start Sissy's Diner. Bud and Sissy, Urban Cowboy. The District Barbershop. Doggone Vegan. Double Dave's Pizza. Fat Boys. You rid of Fat Boys?
Nah.
You got to go to Fat Boys. That's my boy Shane Christian. Farmhouse Furniture, Five Loaves. I mean,
the list goes on. Yeah, look at all that.
Look at it. Look at that. I mean, look at those dudes right there. That Hello Huntsville.
There you go.
I don't even know about those guys. Hit Solutions. That's my buddy Robert Lindeman. I'm just continuing to scroll. Look at this. Lee Barron has stuff. Redbird, Safe House. That's really cool. Safe House has their boutique shop over there.
Scroll back up to Lee Barron. I got some shoes from them.
Hold up. Here we go. Hold up.
What they got over there?
What old LB got going?
I'm due for Lee Barron. Okay, all right.
20% off.
Free shirt. Okay.
$5 watch batteries. You got a watch on?
No, I'm not a watch guy.
I want to be a watch guy.
Because every time I get one, I break it.
Yep. Same here. I got 2 in my drawer and the glass is broken.
I'm too rough, man. I'm too rough.
Look at all this, man. This is so many great discounts. And this is Andrew and Paula Klein. They have done such a great job. $25 gift card. Look at, there's my friend Sweet Caroline on there. Where are you at, Caroline? Sweet Caroline. That is Leah Lineback. There she is. Sweet Caroline's Floral Shop. 10% off any purchases, excluding events. Now, this is awesome, by the way. And I didn't even know about this. Dude, come on, man. Texans Barbecue. Can I talk about Texans Barbecue for a minute?
I'm a barbecue man. Come, you're speaking my language now.
When they met and they had a barbecue, I'm going to tell you what. Texans Barbecue is one of my favorite. And I'm not discounting any place here in town. But this is in Willis. And if you know what they say, what you talking about, Willis? I'm talking about Texans Barbecue and Catering. Bridget and I were cruising. I got to do this before we take a break. Bridget and I were cruising around. And I said, sweetheart, let's just go get something random today. You ever done that? Like, you get tired of just eating at the same place? And I said, we love Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, I do it all the time, especially when I was in Houston because there's just so many places you can try, and it's always a little hole in the walls I like, so.
Well,
the little mom and pops, that's where they get that home cooking.
Well, we were cruising, and I said, man, let's just go. We like to do business here in Huntsville, but once in a while we like to get out of town. And I said, let's go to this Texans barbecue. It's got really high reviews. Bridget was like, no, I looked at their menu. They don't have turkey. Bridget always has to have turkey. I said, sweet, let's just go anyways and try it. Dude, we went in there. It is the best brisket, the best chicken, the best sausage, and the best price of barbecue that I've ever seen. And it's a little hole in the wall in Willis. And the family, just real good, down-to-earth people, just really awesome people. They're family business. So next time you get a chance, you go down to Texans Barbecue in Willis. Maybe you've been. Tell us if you've been and what you think about it. They didn't pay me to say this, by the way. I'm giving them some free promo. But, man, they are so good, and we love it. And next time I go, man, I'm going to have to bring you back some sausage, man.
Yeah, man. I'm a barbecue man, so definitely always looking for – I've tried all the joints in this town, and they're all good. So
Purple Cactus
haven't
is
had
there.
a bad barbecue yet.
Look, the Shed. I don't even know about that one. And this is all over. It's not just Huntsville. It's in Montgomery and Walker County. We saw Guardian Defense on there a few moments ago. Unique Embroidery. Look at that, 25% off your order.
Coffee place you were talking about the other day.
Vertex. I like to go to Sipsy's. They're on there. Look, there's old Clay. $2 off purchase of that freeze-dried candy, baby. So, yeah, all of those up. Look at that, man. It just never ends. You go to KleinCard.com and get more information on the Klein card. Kyle said, wow, the best brisket, huh? Well, okay, look, Kyle, the best, hold up, Kyle. I don't want to upset Kyle because his brisket is some of the best. It's the best brisket that I've had in a restaurant-type setting where you can go in a public place and sit down. Now, the best brisket I've ever had, Kyle Kreiner, the brisketeer of Huntsville.
Ooh, all right.
Kyle, when are you going to build a storefront, man? He don't need to, though. He's got so much going on. But I'm going to tell you, Kyle, if you opened up a barbecue place here in Huntsville with the way you cook, you would crush it, man. And it's not the city. It's nobody else. Look, man, this city's going to love your barbecue. They already do. Just make it happen, Kyle, all right? All right, I've mentioned all that because our keyword, I'm going to give away one of those Klein cards so you can take advantage of those discounts. And all you got to do is text in the keyword CATS, C-A-T-S. Don't put a K. Cats.
I don't have one yet. I'm just kidding.
That little cat, dude. You like cats? You have cats?
I'm allergic to them. I'm a dog guy.
I don't like
I got my 2 dogs.
I got 2 dogs too, man. But you know what? I love cats when they're other people's
I'm sure Pablo's talked about his cats.
He has.
His cat. He loves that cat.
I asked him.
He's a cat guy.
I said, "Cat, do you have the little carrier?" He goes, "Oh yeah, man. Pablo has the little cat carrier." I'm like, "Are you that dude that's that cool looking dude in the airport, but you're walking around with a cat?" He goes, "Yeah, that's probably me." Keyword is cats. C-A-T-S. Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text. That's another good place to eat. Granny Mary's. Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. Text in CATS, C-A-T-S, to 936-339-0139. Again, 936-339-0139. And we'll enter you in that contest today to win a Klein card, $25 value. I'll throw in a little swag bag, too. How about that? Let's take a break. We got your national news. We'll talk more with Chris Rangel on the other side as we continue on. Learn more about the Color Bar and all the great things in Huntsville. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be right back after this.
USA News, I'm Ryan Daniels. In an extensive closed-door interview with lawmakers Wednesday, James Biden asserted that his brother, President Joe Biden, was never engaged in any of his financial transactions. USA's John Schaefer has the story.
The interview was conducted as part of the Republican-led impeachment inquiry into the president. James Biden refuted allegations suggesting that President Biden leveraged his official capacities for personal gain through his family's international business endeavors. The testimony arrives amidst a significant setback to the inquiry's credibility following the arrest of a former FBI informant accused of fabricating bribery accusations against the president.
Capital murder charges and the weight of a possible death penalty are now coming for suspected child killer Don McDougal in Houston, Texas. Local deputies link him to the recent disappearance and death of an 11-year-old girl, Audrey Cunningham. Her body found 6 days after she went missing in a river not far from where she lived.
The Sheriff's Office, we will continue to process the evidence that has been gathered to ensure justice for Audrey.
Byron Lyons is the sheriff in Polk County, Texas. Investigators say McDougal was a family friend who lived out behind the family home. President Biden says his administration is canceling another $1.2 billion in student loan debt. It should impact roughly 150,000 or so borrowers. The move is the administration's latest effort at student debt relief. This latest wave of relief will go to borrowers who have been in repayment for over a decade or more and originally took out $12,000 or less. United Airlines will resume one daily flight to Israel. A route from Newark, New Jersey to Tel Aviv will open back up. It's the first time since October when cargo services and passenger flights were suspended following the Hamas terror attack. With the move, United becomes the first American carrier to resume direct service. This is USA News.
With Father's Day right around the corner, what do you give the man who has everything? That's pretty easy. You give him an experience he'll never forget. You give him Omaha Steaks. Just head over to omahasteaks.com. omahasteaks.com. Use the promo code 30DOUG. That's 30DOUG. And get $30 off qualifying orders. Choose from a variety of mouth-watering packages. Bacon-wrapped filet mignon. Gourmet grillables like the air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, hamburgers, jumbo franks, and all of Dad's favorites. I'm getting hungry just talking about this. Don't forget to save room for dessert. Their caramel apple tartlets are my favorite. So again, visit omahasteaks.com and use the promo code 30DOUG. That's 30DOUG. When you place your order today, get $30 off your qualifying order. Minimum order is required. See site for details.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are. Third location on Veterans Memorial, coming soon. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust.
Hey there, style enthusiasts. Rob Hipp here, joined by Abby from the Color Bar. Abby, what's the buzz for the new year at the Color Bar?
Hey, Rob. We're kicking off the year with a fresh vibe featuring luxurious products like Oribe and Kevin Murphy.
Quality all the way. And what's the special offer for our listeners?
For a limited time, book any color service at the Color Bar and receive a fantastic gift with purchase. Elevate your new year with a touch of luxury.
Well, that sounds irresistible. How can our listeners grab this offer?
Easy. Visit colorbartx.com or call 936-439-4972 to book your appointment. Treat yourself to a fabulous new look and enjoy a special gift on us.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Color Bar, where luxury meets style. Visit colorbartx.com or call 936-439-4972. Cheers to a fabulous new look in the new year.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
All right, friends, time now 8:05 in the a.m. In the a.m. What you know about it when Chris Rangel's on the show, man? They don't get old CR over here. His nicknames are not even that good. You know, anybody ever call you CR? I don't even know what that like. That's
man,
not even a nickname.
I had a bunch of nicknames.
What was the nickname growing up, man? Now remember, we are family friendly here, Chris. You know, I know how some of them nicknames are with you, but just kidding, man. I don't know any bad nicknames for Chris.
Man, I had quite a bit of nicknames when I got struck by lightning. So
wait, you got struck by lightning? Yeah. No, dude. Can you tell? Are you okay to tell us this story?
Yeah, I mean, it's just wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, you know what the odds are of that?
Not good, but like my grandma said, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all.
So what happened, man? Well, like
I was just in the middle of
a direct hit, or were you like in a shelter and it bounced off? What happened?
It was a bush or a tree, a small tree that was right next to me, and I had an umbrella, so it conducted to my umbrella. I guess I'm not a
How old were
science
you?
man. It was 2000, so 18.
Did it knock you out? What
It
happened?
knocked me to the ground. Yeah, it definitely knocked me to my knees.
Were you smoking?
I don't know. I can't remember. Plus, it was raining so hard.
Oh,
but
man.
it was terrifying, man. I mean, I had nightmares. I had PTSD for about 3-4 months.
What were you doing? You just got caught in the middle of a storm?
Yeah, I was just getting out of a car, going to the front door.
Man,
I had an umbrella. It was bad thunderstorm. Matter of fact, it was flooding. I was actually at a high school party, and we were moving houses because you go to houses, wherever house parents ain't home. That's where you go.
Why? That's Chris's rowdy days.
Yeah. So anyways,
hey, Mr. and Miss Rangel, you watching? No.
Right. And no, so we were getting flooded out. It was starting to flood at the house we were at, so we had to move houses, and so we had like a caravan going to another person's house, and I just happened to be at the kind of the back end of it, and I was getting out, and I had two girls that were in my car, and I had an umbrella, and they were like, "Give me your umbrella, it's raining." I said, "No, this is my umbrella." So that's instant karma for you right there.
I thought the odds
I just gave my umbrella to the.
Yeah, it just didn't work in your favor.
No, it didn't.
The odds were not in your favor that time, Mr.
But
it's
like getting a flashbang. I mean, dropped on you. I mean, it's a camera and like a shotgun simultaneously. So I couldn't see or hear for about 30 seconds to a minute. I was just.
Did you feel like the tingling before it hit you?
No, not really, but I was definitely tingling after.
Yeah, I bet, man. Well, here's the deal.
Yeah, my heart was racing about 1,000, beats per minute.
I just looked up the stat. Viewers out there, we love you. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to get some comments. National Day of here in a few moments as well. Do you know what the odds of getting struck by lightning are?
1 in 2 million or something?
I thought it was that. It's much, much, much better than that.
Oh.
What would you guess that it would be? When I said it's much, 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 you have more of a chance of getting struck.
1 in 200,000.
Even more than that.
Ooh, okay.
What do you think? Let's keep going, Chris. Okay, I'm going to tell you.
So I'm not that special, you're telling me.
Well, I don't want to get struck by lightning. Keep going. What do you think, man?
1 in 2,000.
It's one. Here's your odds of getting struck by lightning. This is nuts.
Actually, that's...
Oh, one man, in 15,300.
That's not that bad odds.
So that means that out of this community, 2-3 people could be struck by lightning in their lifetime. Yeah. Here's your one. There you go.
Well, I got really lucky because there is some people that don't survive lightning strikes. So,
on average, 270 people in the U.S. are struck per year. and only about 10% of that number die from the event. Around the world, 2,000 people are struck by lightning every year. That is crazy.
You know what?
Think about that.
I'm pretty sure that's what saved me, but and I know you remember them because you're about my age, and they're real popular. Do you remember the polo boots with
Yes.
the rubber toe?
Yes.
I had those on.
Okay.
And I literally think they were rain boots, essentially. They're rubber rain boots. They were just polos. And I had those on. I think that's what saved me. Because I think it somewhat grounded me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure those rubber boots kept it from going all the way to my feet.
Have any of you had a lightning experience or a near lightning experience? I did have one. My mother and I, when I was growing up, I was 12 years old or so. This was probably in the mid to late 90s. And I remember a rainstorm came, and my mom and I were rushing to get some trash cans put up. And I'll never forget this because we had a metal fence that went around, not a chain link, but just an old school horse wire metal fence that went around the back of the property. And I remember feeling and I've heard this before, and it was true for us, that some people have described that they felt a tingling right before lightning struck near them. And I had this weird sense come over me, and I remember telling my mom, like, Mom, stop. And we stopped, and lightning struck literally, I don't know how many feet from here to where my truck is right there. What would you say, Chris? Maybe 30 feet? Does that like 40?
40, yeah.
40 feet.
Yeah.
So from here, it was about 40 feet or so. So from where I'm at, 40 feet away, 40 to 50 feet, lightning hit that fence. And it was the craziest things. Sparks just went everywhere. And it was like you said, it was like a flash. Now, it didn't hit us, thankfully, but it was like a flashbang. I just remember it was so bright, and you could feel the heat from that. But it was right there, 40, 50 feet away from it. And that was scary enough.
Tree was where that chair is right there.
And that's
chair, yeah.
And that's about how you were.
That's how close I was to it.
Wow.
And what's crazy is it wiped out all the electronics in my buddy's house. He had $10,000 worth of electronic damage. His fridge, microwave, dryer, TVs, they were all...
We got some listeners this morning. Kyle Kreiner joining us, the brisketeer of Huntsville. If you never had a Kyle Kreiner brisket, he's going to be bothering me that now for the next 5 years because I was talking so good about Texans barbecue. Kyle Kreiner really is, though, the best of the best when it comes to that.
Fierce.
That home-cooked brisket. And that's why we call him the brisketeer of Huntsville. Good morning to you, Kyle. Our good friend Jamie Saucier, Saucier Woodworks. The sign right here. If you want a sign like that for your business, I guarantee my buddy Jamie, he can hook you up. You got to pay him for it, but he's not going to charge you an arm and a leg. And it's beautiful, beautiful work. Jamie Saucier, he's one of 3 woodworking guys that I know in the community. Nice. Jamie Saucier, Scott Valley at Pop Pop's Wood Shop, and Blaine McAdams with McAdams Creation. All 3 of them guys are awesome. And that, though, is Jamie Saucier. So good morning to you. Also, Santa Saucier he's the parents. If your children are listening, tell them to turn away. We don't want to give away any secrets. He works for Santa Claus. He's the Huntsville Santa during the Christmas season. He works for him, kids. If you are listening, kids, he works for Santa Claus. So there you go. Kyle Kreiner, he predicted earlier, was 65 with a high of 80. He was close. Russell Humphrey, our mayor. Good morning, Mayor Humphrey, saying, let's go Huntsville, joining us today. Check this out. Justin, are you still with it? He met Johnny Manziel.
Oh, cool.
You know, Johnny had his problems, but I just wish that there would be a player that dynamic, not with the attitude and all the stuff that he dealt with. I mean, he has a lot of things going on that he was dealing with. But I wish that there would be a player of that caliber back at the college level. It was just fine. I'm not even a huge Aggie fan. I am an Aggie fan, but I'm not like a huge. I mean, UT was at the bottom of my list. That's why I'm an Aggie fan, because I always despised UT. It was Baylor number 1, A&M number 2. And I loved watching Johnny Manziel.
He was exciting to watch. He was.
He made me want
to. I wasn't an A&M fan either, but he was exciting to watch.
The dude just was crazy. Nobody could stop him.
Him, Reggie Bush, Vince Young. Those are the guys that come to mind.
Now you're making me want to pull up something here again, since we're on
It didn't get any better than that UT versus USC game, though, I'll tell you that.
You know what? Are you a UT fan? It's okay.
I am.
All right, so Vince Young's knee was down on that final couple of plays. UT should have never won that national championship. If replay was there, that would have been USC's game.
Here we go.
But, I mean, it was just crazy to watch Johnny Manziel Back in the day.
It's behind.
You got me wanting to show this. Again, this is off YouTube. I don't want to get in trouble for ripping. Look at this dude. How cool was that to watch this dude? There hasn't been a player like that in the college. Oh, hold on. I'm sitting here talking about him. I can't even. Here we go. Let's just look at this one. There you go. It's against SMU. Look at this dude. He was just dynamically fun to watch.
Yeah.
Everything about him. This is from someone on YouTube. Here's another one. Here's Johnny. Couldn't stop the dude. They call that a top play. He ran in. I thought he was out of bounds. He just skedaddled on in. Look at that.
I watched that documentary where they kind of fabricated that whole story just for him to get some money. Did you hear that? Oh, man, that's crazy.
Look at this dude. Tie rope on the sideline. He just waltzed his way in. I'm just going to do a couple more. There's 10 of them. He was just so much fun to watch. This dude was just a running machine. He reminded me of this dude that I knew named John Robbins. Ran in high school for Gerald. This dude probably could have been in the NFL if he would have wanted to. But it was just so much fun watching this kid run. Because you knew that when he touched it, it's like Deion Sanders is a Cowboys fan back in the day, or even when he was in the 40, you always knew that Deion was going to make a play. But anyways, I know a lot of you probably enjoyed watching Johnny back in the day. A lot of friends joining us. Let's get to some of these other comments, too, that are coming up. A lot of people. Pop's Woodshop, Scott Valley, good morning to you. Jason Thompson over at Guardian Defense, good morning, my friend. Tammy joining us with a good morning. Good to see you. Who do we got here? Christine Mitchell saying good morning. So great to see you on this morning, Christine. Check it out. We got Fargo back in the house. Jerica's joining us. I was worried for a while she wasn't with us. She's back with us all the way from the unfrozen tundra. It's warm in Fargo right now. It's warm up there. Mike Hunter's joining us. Good morning to you. Many other people. Caitlin joining us. Good morning, Caitlin. Saying good morning, Chris and Rob. Dwayne Clark over at Lone Star Security and Investigations. Good morning. El Turbining up in New Waverly, Texas, joining us. I still have your gift card. El, got to get that to you soon. And then my sister back in the Belton, Texas area. She said, I remember lightning striking Mama's flower bed in front of the house when we were little. So lightning hit our house a couple of times, man. So...
Yeah, it was weird that I didn't realize that I don't understand why it made all this electronics fry, but that was kind of weird.
It's like the power surge.
Yeah,
So here's something that's cool. Do you remember this, Chris? How old were you in 1997?
15.
So you were just young. You were still you were adolescent Chris then. Adolescent Chris. All right, so this day... in 1997, it's kind of a landmark day in sciences, in the science field. It was the cloning of Dolly. And there's been thousands of animals that have been cloned.
About it.
But that was the biggest deal that had came out. It was a
pretty big deal.
This day in 1997, a team of British scientists working under the direction of Ian Wilmot and Roslin Institute near Edinburgh announced the birth of Dolly the sheep. It was the first clone of an adult mammal. You know, she went on to die of she ended up having arthritis and all these problems. And that raised a lot of ethical concerns about cloning in general.
The clone did?
The clone ended up
problems?
Ended up having problems, yeah. They don't talk about that too much. I'm just looking through here this day in history. I don't really see a whole lot else going on. Something that actually is really great, the Purple Heart. This was in 1932, a U.S. military decoration originally instituted by George Washington in 1782 to honor bravery in battle. It was revived as an award for those wounded or killed in action against an enemy. So that is the Purple Heart. Know a couple of guys that have the Purple Heart.
And, they have a Britannica website.
Yeah, still they have.
Dude, man, did
remember
you
it on CD?
Did you ever have the books?
Yeah, we had the physical books. Yes,
Encyclopedia Britannica.
I didn't even know it was still around.
If you had those, man, you were the bomb.
I had no idea.
Remember back in the day, everybody wanted to have those.
Hey, I'm a member of this. This is a day I'm a member of this. The first Rotary Club was founded in Chicago by attorney Paul Harris. Every town in the world almost now has a Rotary Club. The first Rotary Club founded. We have a great one here. Come join us noon on Wednesdays. The first Rotary Club was founded by Chicago attorney Paul Harris. They call him a Paul Harris Fellow now for those that give to the Rotary Foundation. 1905, the first Rotary meeting.
How about that?
And now there's clubs literally in almost every town in the world, which is crazy to think about. Boston was granted a charter to become a city in 1822. So that's a little bit of on this day in history. You know what it's the national day of?
What?
National Supermarket Employee Day. So anyone out there that's, those folks work hard. You're talking about
Better
Kroger.
be nice to them. Better be nice to your grocery sacker.
Be nice to, look, those employees at Kroger can't help it. They have the highest grocery prices in town. That ain't their fault. Okay, that's corporate. HEB, y'all are doing great. Zach Berry's running a good show here in Huntsville. But it's National Supermarket Employee Day. Be nice to them. Hey, it's National California Day. National California Day, Chris. Your day today. Look, some of you are from California. It is not a bad word to say California, okay? Really, it's okay. We just ask that in any community you move to, just embrace the culture of the community first. You know what? Our good buddy was he was celebrating California Day. You know who just rolled through here a while ago? Robin Logan's brother cruised through here a while ago. Robbie D just cruised through here. And you know what he was listening to? He was in his Jeep. You know what he was jamming to?
What?
California, Tupac. California. I heard him as he was cruising by a while ago, man.
California love.
It's a little chili day today. National Chili Day. You a chili guy?
I do. I like chili.
You like a good chili? What do you like in your chili?
Beans and meat. I'm real simple. Some cheese. Cheddar cheese.
Like chili people.
I don't put onions or whatever else they put in them now these days. I just...
Professional chili cookers.
I kind of like the black beans instead of the kidney beans.
There you go. Well, professional chili cookers say that you're not supposed to put beans in it, like it ruins it. I'm a bean.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm a bean and a chili type guy. I need a little bean in there, man.
Maybe I'll try it without.
Also, it's National Cook a Sweet Potato Day. I cannot stand sweet potatoes. You like them?
I'll eat them. I mean, I'm not picky. I eat anything.
I can't stand those things, man. That's almost, for those of you that watch this show and you know my passion, how passionate I am about my dislike of Dr. Seuss. If there was a food that I could dislike as much as I dislike that book, that author, it would be, and people out there.
Well, I don't really care
sweet
for
potatoes.
A sweet potato, but if you had sweet potato fries, air fried.
No, I don't like them.
They're good.
I don't like them. I've had them.
I'm telling you, they're pretty good.
Sweet potatoes.
They're crispy and sweet. But I don't like a sweet potato now.
Chris, the sweet potatoes are the Dr. Seuss of food for me. I can't stand them. It's also National.
Well, I don't eat pickles and onions, so.
We went to Firehouse last. I haven't been to Firehouse in a while. Bridget,
I stand pickles.
Firehouse is good though, man.
It is.
But they, I like onions. All right, and I like pickles. They always put the pickle on the side. It's kind of like Schlotzsky's. You get the pickle spear on the side. But man, they had onions on that thing. They had literally like half an onion that they didn't chop up. So I bit into that, and it was like literally half an onion. The whole, like it was round and everything, man. I was like, how do you miss this?
Would you get the Philly or something?
No, it's just the fire, whatever the fire. I don't remember, like the hook and ladder. That's the regular old hook and ladder.
Yeah.
And you got to put that Sorensen sauce on it.
Right.
Today is also National Margarita Day. So there you go. So that is what's cooking today. National Sweet Potato Day. I don't think so. Stuff's gross. And my sister is saying I eat sweet potatoes like a loaded baked potato. Rebecca, I love you. That's my sister. That's nasty. I can't stand those nasty things. Chris, let's take one more break. We'll talk about some upcoming. I got some exciting news happening here in Huntsville on May the 2nd. And I want you to stay latched on, share this broadcast so others can hear this as well. But we have a very, very, very special event coming to our community on May the 2nd that I can't wait to tell you about. So mark your calendars, and we'll talk about it when we come back. We're going to have a word from our sponsors, take a quick break. We'll wrap it up. We'll talk about that event and more, and we'll also call our winner of the Klein card when we come back. All you got to do is text in the keyword CATS to be eligible to win. CATS, C-A-T-S, on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. Put your name next to CATS as well so we know who it is. That number, 936-339-0139. As always, our show is on a Thankful Thursday, brought to you by the Color Bar. They are your neighborhood hair salon. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us. More to come here on Good Morning Huntsville.
Listeners, Rob here, and I'm excited to welcome Abby from the Color Bar, where they're all about meeting every community need with continuous innovation.
Thanks, Rob. We're thrilled to evolve, offering stylish cuts for kids, men, and women, alongside expert coloring services.
That's fantastic. What's new and exciting in the world of the Color Bar?
We're always adding to our repertoire. Whether it's trendy cuts for all ages or dynamic coloring techniques, our team is geared up for it.
That's great to hear. Any sneak peek into future plans?
Our community drives us, Rob. Stay tuned for more services on the horizon, ensuring we cater to everyone's unique tastes.
Exciting times ahead. And Abby, tell us about the Color Bar's locations.
We're not just in one spot, we're spreading the magic in multiple locations. You can find us in Huntsville and Conroe.
Fantastic. So listeners, for a stylish experience with the Color Bar, visit colorbartx.com or call 936-439-4972. With multiple locations, they're here to give you a look that feels uniquely yours.
We can't wait to welcome everyone to the Color Bar.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Huntsville time now is 8:27 in the a.m. I just like to say M like that. M in the a.m. Chris Rangel, Color Bar. Chris, what's going on at the Color Bar, man? What can people come in today and give? What can you do for them, man?
So right now we're running a products special. I don't want to say the percentage, but it's a lot.
It's a good percentage.
It's a good percentage, and we just don't want everybody running in there at the same time and cleaning us out. That's how good the percentage is.
So in other words, run in there and clean them out.
For a limited time, yeah. I think we're doing it for a week, maybe 2. Don't get me lying, but I know for a week at least. So
run in there and clean them out is what Chris is saying. He just saying but not saying. Go into the Color Bar. They're here in Huntsville. Located over by
And we're also still running the extension special where you buy the hair and we do the first install for free.
I'm curious.
On Bellamy. On Bellamy hair.
Bellamy hair. There you go. Bellamy.
Bellamy, yeah, whatever you call it.
See, it works, though. People talk about it. Hair extensions, do guys ever get those? I've always wondered. Have you ever seen a guy get a hair extension?
Like
maybe they're trying out for something in a movie? Maybe they're an actor?
No, I haven't. I mean,
hey, I'd like to come in and try one of them. What do you do? How does that work?
Because you have to have kind of a little bit of length.
Yeah, don't you weave it into the existing hair? How does that work?
There's different ways. Yeah, you can sew it in. You can also glue it in. You can tape it in. We have several different types of extensions that you can get. It just depends on your maintenance and how how rough you are with your hair.
So there's no way
active,
you could, with my hair, I can't get an extension.
Probably not. I mean, you could get a rat tail. We could put a little rat tail back there, but
I'm gonna have to come in for this. Caitlin says this. She says guys do hair replacement systems at the Color Bar. So I guess there's.
Oh yeah. So we do have that. Yeah.
What is a hair replacement system? That sounds like. What is that?
It's like a. It's almost like a weft, but instead of putting it in the back, for length, you would put it on top if you were going partially bald or if you're bald or
How does that work?
And
you
glue it on.
Glue that bad boy on there.
It's a safe glue. Yeah.
Does it come off easily?
No, it doesn't. Actually, you have to get it taken off. So you have to get it installed, and you have to also get it taken off.
It's like going to the auto shop, man.
I wouldn't try it. I mean, you might peel some of your scalp off with it, but I don't know. I mean, it's pretty secure. It's not going anywhere.
Bob, what are you doing? Well, boy, I'm going into the shop. I got to get my hair done.
Yeah, I mean,
Color Bar can take care of you, Bob. And,
they
really
got it to where, it looks natural. You wouldn't know unless you knew he was getting it done,
There it is, Color Bar. Go by.
Yeah, we do have. Yeah,
this ain't the things like you see on the Lampoon's Christmas, where the uncle comes in and this ain't like that. Don't worry. These things look legit.
Yeah, they're legit. Yeah,
they're legitimate.
They're professional.
Jason said he wants to see me with the rat tail. I don't think that's going to happen, Jason. He said it sounds great. That does not sound great, brother. We'll keep that on the DL. Billy, old rat tail Billy. That was Billy Cawthon, rat tail Billy. Forgot about that. He had a rat tail growing up. He said there was a guy in town. I already forgot the name, but it's apparently a well-known guy. And he said, "Come over here, boy." And he said, "Yeah, let me see that." He took a pair of scissors and cut it off. Said, "You don't need to be wearing that." And it wasn't even his dad.
Man, I got a funny story. I had a friend that did that to me a while back. I was growing a mohawk I guess it was about 7-8 years ago. And, kind of when the mohawk was a little popular. It's that modern mohawk, where it's kind of shaved on the side and it blends into the back.
Yeah, we're not talking Joe Dirt type.
No, not Joe Dirt, no. And, I was getting my buddy to help me. I was like, "Hey, man, just clean me up a little bit, just I need my neck cleaned up, whatever." And he said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "Sure, I'll do it," And guy had just got done cutting his hair. And, he was cleaning me up. And he just decided to shave it off. He went zzz, and I was like, "Did he just?" He goes, "Man, you're too old for that crap." He's like, "You don't need to be wearing it." I said, "Oh, so when did you just decide to?" I was pissed.
He decided for you what to do.
He just shaved it off, and you need to have that. You're too old, whatever. And I said, "Okay, all right." So I just let it. I played it off. Well, the next time he came in, got a haircut. You best believe I got him back.
Jason reminded me with Billy's, it was a pocket knife. This guy, it wasn't scissors. He whipped out his pocket knife and cut his rat tail off.
He wasn't messing around.
And then Caitlin, I know we were joking, but it's a serious thing. I'm not making light of it. Caitlin said that I know people that I see weekly that utilize the service and they look very natural. They do. I don't even know, and I know you guys are very confidential. I don't even know who you're talking about. You'd never know. And so I think it's really cool that y'all offer those type of services. And that's not only the service, but the confidentiality that you're going to get at the Color Bar. They're going to take care of you. I know that we joke around and have fun on this show, but the truth is the Color Bar really does care about you wanting to look and feel your best, and they can do that with the service. It's all about an experience at the Color Bar, and you can check them out online at colorbartx.com. Set up an appointment today with Chris. Go by and see him, and the other staff there can take care of you as well.
That's right.
Got a really big event coming up, Huntsville. I'm very excited about this. We have been on the phone, and on May the 2nd, mark your calendars now. It is the first Thursday in May. This is the National Day of Prayer happening here in our community. It happens every year, and it's been going on for a long time at the Walker County Fairgrounds. It always happens around noon. A lunch is provided, and then there's a program. And different folks from different media, different areas, education. There's different categories that folks will come in and pray with, and, of course, you're invited to be there. But there's something a little different this year, Chris. The National Day of Prayer at noon will continue. We're looking forward to that continuing. It's a tradition that's going to continue. It's something that we're very serious about here in Walker County. But we decided, you said, there's so many people that work, that have families, young people. They can't come during that day because they're at work.
Right.
And so this will be the first year that we are hosting the very first ever Evening of Hope here in Huntsville, Texas. And we want everyone to come out. If you're not a believer, come out. If you are a believer, come out. If you go to the Church of Christ, come out. If you go to the Baptist church, come out. If you go to the Methodist church, come out. it doesn't matter whether you're a believer or not, or whether it doesn't matter what denomination you are. We just want folks to come out. The Evening of Hope will take place the same day at 6 o'clock back at the Walker County Fairgrounds. We received confirmation yesterday, just had them here this past Sunday. The Irwin family will be back in concert. And if you haven't heard of the Irwin family, they do a wonderful job, and it's young people in their 20s and 30s that do an incredible job of blending traditional Christian music, worship music that you all grew up with, like Amazing Grace, right?
Right.
They blend that music in and mix in more modern contemporary Christian music as well. And so it's something that will appease to all generations, to all families, all denominations. It's an event that you do not want to miss. And we call it the Evening of Hope because we want folks to know that night that there is hope, and that hope is found in Jesus. And we want you to come, and maybe you're not a believer. You know what? Come, because I believe that God is going to do something in your life that night that's going to inspire you to know more about Him. And it's going to be an incredible night for our community. First ever that this is happening here in Huntsville, and it's going to be an annual thing. But the Irwin family coming back live in concert. No charge to get into any of this, by the way. And if you haven't heard the Irwins, go online. They are rising stars in the Christian music scene. They've won numerous Dove Awards, been nominated for a few Grammys. And talked to their daddy yesterday, Dennis. They were on the road to Mississippi, and they had a gap between San Angelo and Tennessee during that time frame. So I called him, and I said, hey, would you guys be able to come? And he said, let me get back to you. He got back to me right away and said, yes, we're going to be there. And I believe that they may do a little preview at noon that day.
Okay,
so if you can still come at
if
noon.
they're still doing the noon thing.
The noon is still happening, so please come out at noon. But then you can come back that evening. Again, mark your calendars right now and make plans to be there Thursday night, Thursday, May the 2nd, for the first ever Evening of Hope here in Huntsville, Texas. It's going to be a night of inspiration and lifting up our community. And we're also going to have an outside speaker come in and deliver a message that night. We're still working out the logistics of that, but I can say that if it's the gentleman that we're hoping to get, I reached out to Tony Evans. Many of you know of Pastor Tony Evans up in Dallas. I reached out to his assistant, and she said, "Oh, Brother Rob, Brother Evans would love to come, but he's busy that day." But we have someone else that is just amazing that we have on our radar, and we're hoping to get him here. And the reason that we did it like this is because we want it to be just a very an awesome night that doesn't single out any one group or any church. And so it's not going to be about one specific church or one specific ministry in this community. We wanted it to be a night of unity where all churches can come together and for one cause, and that's for the cause of Jesus Christ, and hear a message of hope and encouragement. And, have ideas that down the road we'd like to have maybe a unified worship night where all the churches get together here in the local community. But this event specifically, we have chosen folks from outside of Huntsville to come in and to bless our community that night. That way nobody feels left out.
Right.
And you know how that goes sometimes. Somebody will say, and we want everybody to come. It doesn't matter what church, what ethnicity, what background. We want everybody that night, and we're believing that God is going to do a great thing. So get excited about it and mark your calendars now. Again, on May the 2nd, it is a Thursday. Come to the National Day of Prayer at noon if you can make it. If you can't, and even if you can, come back at 6 o'clock that night. It's all going to be at the Walker County Fairgrounds, and we're just believing for a packed house, brother. I think it's going to be an amazing night for people just to really be inspired here in our community, and we know that God's up to something great. Riding on that same conversation, at the end of this month, so we're talking now a week from tonight, it is the Collegiate Day of Prayer. And this is a collegiate national day of prayer for college students. Many of you may know about the Asbury revival that happened a year ago. There's an organization called One Cry, and we had a gentleman at our church, Dr. Jones, an amazing man, that God just put on his heart a very heavy burden for Sam Houston State University. And we took that to folks at the university that are involved in student groups there. And those student groups, it's completely student-led. It's nothing about First Baptist. It's nothing about any specific church. But some of those student groups have taken that. They have ran with it. And they're expecting over 500 students now at the Collegiate Day of Prayer. That will be next Thursday. So coming up a week from tonight, that will also get started around 6 p.m. There's going to be free pizza for the students. And then they will all move into the Criminal Justice Auditorium This is a nationally televised broadcast, by the way. It's happening all across the nation. Some universities will be pulled in as remote locations, but this is going to be an awesome night. The main hub of this is at Baylor University in Waco. And again, we're expecting well over 500 students. And you know what happened in Asbury, it was only scheduled for a few hours. Well, it went on for 3 or 4 weeks. And so that was the type of revival that broke out there. And we're just praying for God's Holy Spirit to move in this community. And we're so excited about these 2 events, Chris. So it's a really good opportunity for our community to come together and to unite under one cause, and that's the love of Jesus Christ. Man, I'm excited about it. It's going to be some good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's good, man. It's that's what it's all about, in the different, religious beliefs and churches and coming together and just one, like you said, just community is community and just coming together, for the love. Yeah,
that's what everybody needs. Just come together and know we don't want any type of, hey, well, why didn't I get picked to do this or I get picked to do that? Nobody got picked to do anything. We found people from the outside. Right. We're going to come in and watch how God's going to move coming up here. Not only coming up next week, but also on the National Day of Prayer. So mark your calendars. And I believe, hey, if you want to head out to the Collegiate Day of Prayer, by all means, feel free to go by and check that out as well. I'm planning on being there. We're going to live stream some of that. But this is here's the thing about it I didn't mention. It's all student-led, completely student-led. It's just God put the burden on Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones handed it to a few people and said, can y'all make this work? Those few people said, yes, we can. And now they have taken it and ran with it. And it is awesome. It's all student-led. So excited about that. So great things happening right here in Huntsville, Texas. Chris, let's head over to our Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine Text. I got that Klein card I'd like to give away today. How about it, man?
All right, let's do it.
Here we go.
This is Christine. I'm not available at the moment. I'll try and return your.
No Klein card for Christine. Did you hear the name?
Yeah.
Got to answer to win. All right. Well, let's try this again. We got another winner here, so hold on. Let's work our magic. And Klein card going to somebody else if they answer. Now, if Christine calls back, it's going to be too late because we've already called the next person.
Snooze, you lose.
I always joke around and say,
Hello.
hello, this is your friends at Hello Huntsville, and good morning, Huntsville, who we have the pleasure of speaking with this morning.
Janet Davidson.
Janet, hey, Janet, how are you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We have a Klein card coming your way. Do you have one already?
I do not.
Janet's like a 3-time winner on the show, right, Janet?
She's a lucky charm.
Yeah, we're going to have to start paying you to win, Janet. This is turning. Well, Janet, that is great. So congratulations. It's a discount card, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. There's a lot of places on there that I'm sure that you go to that you'll be able to take advantage of those discounts.
That sounds great. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, Janet, real quick, I know you're busy. What are you most thankful for today?
Just a wonderful community of family and friends.
All right. Well, there she is. Janet, we appreciate you very much. Thank you, and congratulations. We'll drop that off to you like we always do.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a blessed day, Janet.
You too. Bye-bye.
Janet is so awesome. She's over at CASA, which is Court-Appointed Special Advocates. And by the way, we're halfway to our goal now of $2,500 raised for CASA from Elliott's Jewelers in the Heart for CASA campaign. If you haven't got involved in that, please do. It's only a suggested $20 donation. Will get you a box of jewelry. Valued at up to $300, so you're already ahead right there. There is a 3 red rose bud vase that you can get at Hartfield Florist. It's included. That's $25 value. Some jewelry cleaner, and you can go to HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. We still have plenty of those that we're working on, and big thanks to Elliott's Jewelers for this campaign, A Heart for CASA. And there it is, Janet Davidson. She's been over at CASA for a long time. Just a wonderful, wonderful lady here in our community. A question came in. Someone said if they have AT&T, they might not answer. Their systems are down. Or her phone rings. So I think if the phone rings, the systems were up. But thank you for that, Caitlin. There was a message that came in. Someone this morning said, do you know Governor Abbott is going to be in Huntsville today? I've heard chatter of that alongside Trey Wharton, who is running for state representative. And, we publicly don't endorse candidates here. I know Trey very well. Great man. It's just our platform isn't a political platform, but we do support our local community. And this is a great event happening today over at Tom Fullery's Pizza, I believe it is. Let me double check this because I saw this on social. But supposedly Governor Abbott will be here in town today. And that's a pretty big deal for Huntsville, having the governor show up here. The Gov. I don't know, do people ever say that? The Gov. What's up, Gov? You think he has like people like what up, Gov? If I was a governor, I'd ask people to call me the Gov. I mean, I think that would be all right. What up, Gov? Well, I saw it on their Facebook page, and I'm wondering if it came down. There it is. Yeah, it says, we are excited to host Governor Greg Abbott and House District 12 candidate Trey Wharton this Thursday, so it is happening today, for their Get Out and Vote rally. Make plans to have lunch with Governor Abbott and Mr. Wharton at District 12's favorite pizza restaurant. This is at Tom Fullery's Pizza, and again, it will get started at 12.
It's around the corner from us.
Yeah, 12:15. Christine said, sorry, I was getting dresses for work. Sorry. Sorry, Christine. We'll get you next time. But yeah, Governor Abbott will be here today, 12:15 at Tom Fullery's Pizza there with Trey Wharton. So, hey, if you can get out and go to that, be a part of that. I may try to get over there. We just have so much going on at church that I've got a lot to get ready for this weekekend. And we're probably going to have to head back to
– Got to go meet the Gov, man.
Got to meet the Gov. And we're probably going to be heading back to Georgetown this weekend too, or at least tomorrow afternoon and on Friday we want to go down there and see Bridget's grandmother, and so we will see if if we can get down there. Friends, I wanted to take a quick moment here and just have a very quick moment of silence. I know this is on the tail end of the show, but many of you have heard about this sweet little girl in Livingston that tragically was killed and lost her life at the hands of just a senseless act and an evil person. And, I wanted to take a few moments and just honor her and her memory. There's some folks, and I know, Chris, you were saying that you guys know some people that are just literally right around the corner from where you guys are. And we've had a couple of people reach out to us that knew members of this young lady's family. And so please join us this morning in just a 15, let's make it 11 in honor of each year of her life. Let's do an 11-second moment of silence this morning for poor little Cunningham who passed away, and Audrey Cunningham. Join us for 11 seconds just in honoring her memory. And again, just tragic events over the last week or so, and our thoughts and prayers are with their family. And you never want to see anything like that happen. I'm a daddy. I've got 2 children, and you and I were talking during the break, and I can't imagine. And there's no words. And it's tragic those things happen, and I just pray that justice will be brought swiftly and the way it needs to be brought to the person that is responsible for taking this little girl's life. So, well, friends, that'll wrap it up. Again, we love you, Huntsville. Embrace. That's why it's so important. Hug on your family. Love on people this morning. And let people know that you love them. Go by and see Chris. Give old Chris a hug. Tell him you love him.
Come see me.
Chris is a good man. He's over at the Color
see
Bar.
Us in the Color Bar fam.
Yeah, go see him. Color Bar fam, the CB. I'm going to start initializing everything. Go by and see old CR at the CB. All right?
That's right.
Catch him on Channel 19 for those of you who have a CB radio. Hey, good buddy, over there at the Color Bar. Come on, breaker 19. That'll wrap it up. We love you, Huntsville. Again, hug on your family, love on them, hug your friend, call your friend, tell your friend you love them. As I end every single broadcast, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. We love you, Huntsville. Have a good morning, and God bless. We'll see you back at it bright and early tomorrow with our good friend Billy Cawthon of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Until then, good morning and God bless. So long, everyone.